Hi, this is Phil McPhail, and I just turned on to Route 116 in the town of Chester, Maine, and today I'm going to take you to a property in Woodville. It's a 114-acre lot, but before we get there, I thought you ought to see this nice road here. This is Route 116, and if you look out the front windshield here, you can see electricities along this road. This road's recently paved. Woodville is located about halfway between the town of Medway and the town of Lincoln. It's a really nice rural area. Lincoln's a service town. Medway is right next door to East Millinocket and Millinocket, Maine. This land is mostly forest land. It's actually all forest land, and there is no water on it. However, in this region, we have the Penobscot River. We have 13 lakes in the town of Lincoln. You go a little further north into Millinocket and the lakes region outside of Millinocket in the unorganized townships. You've got the North Maine woods, hundreds of ponds, all kinds of private land and company land here that's not posted for hunting. Certainly you can hunt your own land, but nearby here there's thousands and thousands of acres of undeveloped forest, pretty much wild ground. Almost all of the big companies that own land here allow public access. We're pulling off of Route 116 onto the private road, and you can see ahead of us here, we have a gate right here at the beginning of the road. I'm going to get out and open this up, and we're going to take a ride in. The property is about 3,000 feet off of 116 on this private gated road. We're now traveling on this private road, and this is a gravel road, hard surface, rock and gravelly. It's not real smooth. You could get a car in here if you took your time. Probably better off if you got an SUV in this country. Okay, now we're about 1,500 feet from the property, a little more than halfway in here. There is a fork in the road. You'll see this if you come in here with me or another agent. The roads are grassy here a little bit, doesn't get a lot of use. My client and one others are about all that use it on this section here. Okay, now we're at the very beginning of the property. I'm going to show you here on the map in a minute where this starts on the road. Right over here in the bushes, you can see a wooden stake marking the boundary on this side. There's a stake there at the bottom of that. And then I'll kind of walk up here and show you this map. If you're online looking at the property right now, we are located right about here at this corner. The little flashing blue dot is me. This property has some really good soils. It's a sandy loam. Areas that are kind of rocky. There are some areas that aren't good for growing anything but trees, but the beginning of this property along this road, according to the NRCS soil mapping, there's about 15 acres of pretty good quality soil here. So should you be interested in growing something other than trees, if you wanted to clear some of this land and plow it up, it would take some work and effort, but you know, at the price per acre we're at here, it could be worth doing. Certainly would make great food plots. This is our soil map that our NRCS program puts out, and again, you can see right now we're parked down here at the very end of the road, actually right here. The road doesn't show all the way in, it swings around here and comes to here. This is a placed gravelly loam, and according to NRCS, this is type class 2 soil. Very good for growing a lot of things. Not too steep, not too rocky. Your only limitation here would be irrigation. And now we've got howland and placed loams here. And this area is not as good because it's quite rocky. And that's indicated here on the map, and it seems to be so out here in the woods. Monarda, which is this orange colored soil here, that's a little better than half the lot, and this is not the greatest drain soil. It's really good for growing trees, depending on species. It's great habitat for wildlife. You know, moose and deer like to hang out in this kind of cover. So nice mix on this property. It's a little odd shape, but not too bad. Square corners. If you want to see more about the soil maps, give me a call and I'll email you the interactive map that'll show you all the details and the breakdowns of acres and what these soils are good for. Okay, I'm at the junction of where the private road continues on, and my property here that we're selling fronts along this road. And this is the turn, this is the private turn. So from here on out, this road is on the property. and nobody else has a right-of-way or access through this part of the road. And there's quite a bit of road here. We'll show you that in a second. All right, now we just turned onto the private section of the driveway, and this gravel driveway is about 2,400 feet long. So you got a lot of choices in here where you might build. Again, this hillside here is all supposed to be pretty good soil, and it sure looks it. There was a timber harvest done here 10, 15 years ago. It's growing back extremely quickly. And we're now turning down the hill, the slope of the hill at the beginning of the property, and the road's going to eventually hook around to the north here. But this, again, this road is a good solid gravel base. It does have some trees, or not trees, but grass and bushes growing into it. It hasn't been used a lot. This is a good access road, and we just went by a spot where a 2-bedroom septic design was done a number of years ago. It would have to be updated, but to be honest, you could almost pick anywhere in here that you want to do a soil test, and I'm pretty sure it would be okay. With 114 acres, you can find more than one spot that we'll test out. I'm standing at the very end of the road. There's a nice little cul-de-sac here you can turn around on. Boundary is about 1,500 feet. Actually, it's probably not quite 1,500 feet. It's probably more like 1,000 feet. There is an area here that's growing back with some poplar or aspen. It's growing back very good. Taxes on this property are under $300 a year, which is amazing for 114 acres of land. It is in tree growth, and if you want some more information about that, we've done videos on tree growth tax. It's a great program in the state of Maine that keeps your taxes down, allows you to enjoy your land while you grow your timber investment. Let's see, what else can I tell you about this property? It's a nice piece. It's very well wooded. I see a lot of moose and deer sign out here, black bear. If you like to hunt, it's a great spot to do that. A lot of wild raspberries growing along the roadside. So give me a call today. Come on up here and take a look at this property, and we'll show you all of the features of it and the local region. And if you like what we're doing on our videos, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe up here. Hope to see you guys up here soon. Have a great day.